CDK Offers is an online store that sells game codes, wallet codes, and software at an affordable price. Just like this Microsoft Windows 10 Pro OEM CDK priced at a whopping $17.06. But wait, use my voucher code KZ20 and you can get it for 20% less. It's a global key so it works for any region. For the payment method, it supports all major cards and payment channels like PayPal, Mallpoints, and Alipay, to name a few. They also have a 24/7 live chat support to help you out in case you encounter issues. Legit and affordable Windows 10 keys for everyone. What's up guys, Fantech here, back again for another video. This time we'll have a look at Fantech's newest flagship gaming mouse, the Fantech Helios XD3. Let's get started. Great specs, well-renowned shape, and wireless capability all for an affordable price. This is what Fantech Helios XD3 boasts to offer. And while Fantech has been known to produce quality yet affordable peripherals such as gaming mice for all types of budget, this is their first take at a flagship wireless gaming mouse. Let's see what they have to offer. Now, before everything else, let's take the time to marvel at this really sleek box. I really appreciate their consistency in making their boxes look appealing. I bought the pink one cause I think it looks cute.
Kawaii.
Okay, let's just unbox this. So the package comes with the usual warranty card and manual, some replacement mouse gates which are well appreciated, a paracorded USB-A to USB-C cable, and the mouse itself. The mouse weighs at 84 grams, measures 120 millimeters long, 58 millimeters at the middle, 65 at its widest point, and 38 millimeters at its highest point. At the bottom, we can see the sensor lens at the middle, compartment for the wireless USB dongle, 3 PTFE skates, and a switch for turning on the mouse or switching to eco mode. The Fantech Helios has some beefy specs. Huano blue switches for the main buttons rated at 50 million clicks, adjustable polling rate from 250 Hz to 1000 Hz, and a 730 mAh battery to name a few. At its heart is a Pixart PMW3335 sensor, which is considered as one of Pixart's top wireless optical sensor. It specs out at 16,000 max DPI, 400 IPS tracking speed, 40G acceleration, and 1mm liftoff distance. As expected, it has zero acceleration issues, zero angle snapping, and guaranteed to not spin out no matter how fast you swipe. Also, since it's a sensor optimized for wireless use, it's very power efficient, allowing the battery to last up to 70 hours. It tracks without a hitch against any surface, but of course, it's recommended to use a proper mousepad to maximize durability of the skates. When it comes to shape, it's an ambidextrous mouse with side buttons on the left side, favoring right-handed users. Left-handed users should have no trouble using it since the side buttons have a low profile and will not hinder much with their grip. The Helios has a strong resemblance to the well-renowned Zowie S2. The first thing that came to my mind after seeing this mouse was that someone from Fantech took an S2, cut the cable, and called it a day. But hey, compared to the more expensive S2, this one looks really promising. And it weighs just about the same as an S2 even if it's wireless. Okay, so just like the S2, the Helios can accommodate a wide range of gripping styles. Palm and claw would be the most favorable choice, mainly because of the grooves at the sides and the hump to back for catching the palm. The mouse is not that long as well, which I find great since it provides room for vertical movement and offers more comfort when wrapping your hand around the mouse. On the other hand, fingertip grip users may like or feel weird with this mouse. Depending on how you grip it, the S2, Helios, can provide support for your fingers when gripping the sides near the middle. However, in my case that has been so used to the egg-shaped design of a G102 and i303 Pro, gripping the mouse the way I used to grip my other two mice feels kinda weird. Now you may be wondering why I grip like this. Well, apart from casually playing FPS games, I spend most of my time playing MOBAs and MMOs. Vertical mouse movement is a big factor for me, that's why the egg-shaped design of the two mice I've mentioned was something I've come to love. It just gives me more room to move up and down. Then again, the shape of the Helios is not an exact deal breaker since I learned to adjust. Plus, the mouse is as short as my i303 Pro, so it wasn't too hard for me to find a comfortable spot for gripping. By the way, my hand is about 17 centimeters long by 10 centimeters wide. I feel you'll need a longer one for best comfort if you'll go with fingertip grip on this one. Other than that, the shape of the Helios would cater to most hand sizes without much compromise. Okay, now moving on to the buttons. I'm impressed that the Wano switches on the Helios are not as stiff as I expected. It has minimal pre-travel and has a distinct tactile click, characteristic of a Wano switch. Coming from the lighter Omron switches, these Wano blues don't feel bad at all. I can still spam clicks without tiring my fingers. Scroll wheel's impressively light with noticeable steps, decent tension as well when I press it. No complaints there. The side buttons feel mushy and sounds a bit hollow. Very little pre-travel as well. DPI buttons small enough to prevent accidental presses and sits at a perfect spot for on-the-fly adjustment. Build quality for the Helios is excellent for the most part. It doesn't creak nor rattle and the plastic use feels very solid. It comes in a matte finish that's almost smooth. It's kinda sticky actually, which helps in properly gripping the mouse. Weight distribution is slightly towards the back. Understandable, since it's a wireless mouse and the weight of the battery at the back would contribute to it. Shouldn't be really much of an issue since it has a low lift-off distance anyway. The mouse has excellent glide, thanks to its great PTFE skates. Perfect for those godlike flicks in Valorant. Though, I can't exactly do that. Oh, and you don't have to worry of them wearing down since Fantech includes replacement skates for it. Software is pretty straightforward and works without a hitch. You can freely customize the 6 programmable buttons and create macros if that's your thing. RGB lighting's fantastic in a true 16 million colors. You can select from 3 color modes or you can completely turn off the lights. The scroll wheel illumination will remain lit up as it indicates which DPI you're currently at. It also acts as an indicator when the mouse is starting to run low on juice and blinks on and off while charging. By the way, the RGB lights will turn off when the sensor detects movement. This is pretty common for a wireless mouse with RGB lighting as it helps in preserving battery. And who actually looks at their mouse when playing anyway? For the past 3 days that I've been using this mouse, I'd say I'm really impressed with what Fantech has made. The Fantech Helios is one of the best performing wireless gaming mouse I've used so far, and although I had to adjust my grip a little, I've come to love this mouse. Compared to my heavier i303 Pro, this one feels better for gaming since it's lighter and has a much better glide. Despite being wireless, there is no noticeable latency as far as I can tell. It's a very great all-rounder and I use it for work and some random gaming. And even if the main buttons don't feel light as Omron switches, I find it satisfying enough to play on games that demand a lot of mouse clicking like Dota 2 and Genshin Impact. Battery life's impressive. I got this at 90% charge and immediately used it with the RGB lights on. It took about 3 days before it dropped down to 20%. It's going to last longer when you go in eco mode since it turns off the RGB illumination. And speaking of long, I believe this mouse has a very high endurance because of the switches used. Wano switches with 50 million clicks rating is superb and it also comes with replacement mouse skates, so you wouldn't have to bother looking for replacement ones when the stock skates thin down. For now, I think I'll be sticking with this one. To conclude, I highly recommend the Fantech Helios XD3 for those looking for a great performing wireless gaming mouse that doesn't break the bank. Against the more expensive competition from mainstream brands like Logitech, Razer, and Glorious to name a few, Fantech can offer a similarly performing wireless gaming mouse at a more affordable price. High quality switches, great performing sensor, great shape, and overall construction, all for 2,500 pesos. This is the lowest a wireless gaming mouse with flagship specs can go and Fantech did a great job at this. That's it for this video. Like, dislike, comment down if you have questions or anything to say. Get subscribed so you don't miss out on my next uploads, and as always, thanks for watching and see you guys soon.